I was working like 16 plus hours a day, grinding on top of my 9 to 5. 60 days after I joined AV, I'm starting to figure things out. The setup fee was 10,600.
Today we have an absolutely sick video ahead of us. We have Wesley, absolute machine with cold email and Legion stuff. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Could you just take a quick moment to explain a bit who you are and what kind of business do you run?
I started off as a software engineer. That's what I studied in college. Still doing up to this day at my 9 to 5, actually. I always dream of having one business outside of my 9 to 5. I try to start my own startup. I try to do drop shipping, dip into like blockchain, crypto a little bit. And then I came across the agency model, I think from Iman Ghazi. First, I was trying to start my own QA automation agency. And then I pivot into AI automation agency. And then I found it super difficult to find clients or find a specific use case for the agency. So that's why I came across you, watched a bunch of your videos and came across Agency Velocity, and here I am.
Now, after being here with us for 101 days, how has your experience been?
Before joining Agency Velocity, I run the agency by myself. So I did have clients before I joined, but of course, didn't do everything well, didn't get things set up correctly. Joining AV is a huge learning curve. I'm definitely buying back time. And that's a big thing for me. I want to excel quickly because I want to get out of that 9 to 5 rat race. If I didn't join AV, that would have been taking me at least like 6 months, or even longer than that to figure things out.
Before you joined, you were already running Legion as an agency and you had some clients. What kind of revenue were you doing then? What kind of the situation was? How was it going?
It was my first few clients, so I didn't want to charge them like an upfront fee. I was only running 2 domains on each client, but when I get the booked call for them, they didn't want to go into the call. It's like they are allergic to money. What's going on? That's what you get with like working for free. You get these type of clients. I wasn't able to find clients for myself. I think that was the biggest thing. Joining AV, having the mentorship, opened my eyes and just realized, okay, these are the few things need to change. Collect my case studies, collect my feedback from the clients, and just say goodbyes and just focus on myself. Starting the fundamental from the ground up from there.
Throughout the past 101 days, what kind of revenue are you doing? How many clients are you working with?
60 days after I joined AV, the following week, I think I got my first 2 clients, and in total, the setup fee was a little over 10K. What makes a bigger impact is, of course, like the mental block. I was working like 16 plus hours a day, grinding on top of my 9 to 5, and a lot of self-doubt. I'm starting to figure things out. In the beginning, it's really rough for me to look at like the win channel. Some folks, they just joined for like a week and they're only posting like, yo, I just joined last week and I got my first like 5 calls, or, I just signed my first clients after 2 weeks. I wasn't getting any booked call for like the first 1 month.
Yeah.
It's a huge buckle, like, damn, what am I not doing right? I'm not stupid. These guys are just killing it.
If you never started working with us and you just continued on your own path, how do you think your situation now would be different?
I was able to buy back a lot of time, which I think is super worth it. Just imagine like stressing yourself out like 16 hours a day for like 6 months. Joining the program is not just about like a bunch of documentation. I think the community is, first of all, it's great. Second, the Slack channel is huge database. Whatever problem you have, like you can find it. Another big thing for me too is everyone in the community is always on top of like the latest update, latest technology. People like talk about like, hey, this upcoming trends in communities. And like 3 months later, I see it in another community. People start bringing it up. And I was like, yeah, I'm like way ahead of the game. So that's like a huge thing for me too.
The software engineers inside AV are the craziest dudes. There's like a small problem and they just go and build this crazy AI thing. Just shared it with the whole community and everyone started using it. I was just fucking mind blown. I've never even figured this out myself.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you first heard about us and what really got your interest?
I wanted to find clients for my own automation agency. The bigger problem out there is not about like how to use AI, but how to find more leads. I could probably make a bigger impact running this agency model than doing some like convincing themselves that they have a problem that they don't. I watched a lot of your content and watched like all the way to the end. I think I was at the gym and I was like, oh, this guy has a program and I'm trying to join like an accelerated program. So that's how I came across Agency Velocity and your team.
How likely are you to recommend working with us?
What I tell people a lot, especially my friends who are doing just 9 to 5, I always tell them, they're like, oh, you're going to figure out what you really want to do in life. It's completely fine if you are happy with your W2, your 9 to 5, but you gotta like learn how to be happy from it. And if you don't love it, you're gonna figure out other ways to do it. You're probably thinking about building yourself, building your business. I would say take a chance. It will save you a lot of time. But if you're gonna do it, you gotta commit to it. You can't be there expecting that, hey, I'm gonna just do like 1 or 2 hours of work. These guys promised me that I'll get my first clients in 90, 60 days.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna be wasted time, wasted money for everyone. everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. Obviously, anyone watching, if you're looking to build a B2B lead generation agency and scale it up to $10,000 a month in the next few months, go ahead and check out agentvelocity.io. Go ahead and book a call with us, and in the call we'll explain how everything works and see if you would be a fit for the program. Thank you, Wesley, for being here, and thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah, thanks for having me.